friends, Samuel Graham, doing TCGs yet again, and we are saying goodbye for now. Not forever, probably. We'll see some more of this because this is obviously one of my favorite things to open. Flesh and Blood. The next set, Dynasty, is coming out next week, which means it is about time to say goodbye to Uprising for the time being. Doing one last case to celebrate for the time being. Like I said, it's a favorite of mine. We'll probably revisit it, but for now, Dynasty is storming onto the scene. We've had tons of cool previews and images of the nifty things going on there, including a non-official, but if you look around hard enough, you can find a pretty interesting fabled reveal that is in the wild. So take a look at that. I will not spoil it for you here, but just know if you look, you can probably find it. Pretty interesting. But so many cool things with the new assassin class, lots of cool cards for other classes, the Emperor, and we're going to have that Marvel Emperor treatment that is supposed to be the rarest thing ever. I'm opening all these boxes right now, just going ahead and cracking the wrapper, all that jazz. But Dynasty has a whole lot of cool stuff coming. But let's take a look one last time at Uprising. We had our dragons. We had all kinds of nifty stuff. The first official Marvel treatments of cards. We'd had the extended arts and stuff like that before, but the first time it was officially labeled and given a true, notation for being what it is. Let's dive in to wrap that up for now before we get into the new stuff so soon. We're not going to go too crazy slow. We're going to flip through stuff and see what we see. Most of these cards have been seen many times before. You're doing if you've been watching me, been watching Master Set Madness, all right, there is a Majestic for this pack, our first one of the box. We got Phoenix form. We got a rare foil that pack. Let's give common foil, rare foil. Let's make some sense out of this, shall we? Nothing fancy in the cold foil slot yet. I say the cold foil slot. It's not just a cold foil slot. It's cold foils or, hey, dragons. Cold foils or tokens, which is fine. Well, there is a disappointing first cold foil, but we're bound to see a common here and there. Still nice to see one at all. You'd rather have that than not have one. We got a common cold foil Conduit of Frostburn. Keep on reaching to the wrong place for my next pack. I'm so silly. Fighting Spirit, still a cool card. Alright, we got another Majestic, Invoke Tumulti. Not the Marvel version. So that's the one thing that I haven't seen, I would say, like at all. I haven't seen a cold foiled Fabled, but I have not seen the any of the Marvel Majestic dragons. I've seen plenty of the rares, though I think there are a couple of those that I actually haven't pulled either. There is a Liquefy Majestic. But yeah, none of the Majestic dragons have I seen the Marvel of. I would absolutely be ecstatic to finally see one here. Succumb, Weathervane. Huh, how about that? Rainbow foil, Conduit of Frostburn. We'll put the common equipment over there just for grins. I'll probably end up sleeving it up, as is my tendency, as I sling cards everywhere. We got another regular dragon. We got Uvia there. Regular is in non-foil, non-marble. Couple rares and a Centipede. I played in an event today, played Dromai again. Did not go well. I love Dromai, but I have much to learn. There's Spreading Flames, Majestic. I have a whole lot to learn about Dromai if I want to be competitive there. I'm just now finally getting my head wrapped around Dorinthia, especially in Blitz, so I'm apparently a slow learner anyway. There's Necria for another dragon. Always happy to see any form of a dragon, because I like Dromai. How about that? Couple of rares and a rare foil. We're in the second half of this box already. We seem over budget on Majestics already, which is fun, but we have not had a foil Majestic yet. Merp. There's Frosting. There's not a ton of stuff. I tell you the biggest thing that I hope to see, which is y'all are going to make fun of me because I've pulled a few of them and I had gotten rid of them because, well, oh, hey, all right. Not a great legendary, but a rainbow foil legendary Alluvian Constellus. We will take any form of legendary, even if it's not a awesome one. Crown of Providence. Rainbow or cold foil, I will gladly accept it. Y'all have seen me pull several of them, and like a dope, I chose to part with all of them. Just to kind of keep the train rolling. I will not be doing that this time unless I pull two of them, because I would like to have one for a deck. There's Vipox, Oasis Respite, and nothing. I feel like that might be, I mean, I think the bigger game changer for me will be actually learning how to play Dromai better. But I think that is something the deck I was playing was seriously lacking, and could make use of. There is a Skittering Sands. Be curious to see if I get a marble or some other cold foil in this one or not. Alright, Fog Down for Majestic. Dampen for a rare foil. I also haven't seen the, I think I've got the regular foil ash, but I haven't seen the Marvel. Chromai for another fun dragon. We always love those. We got about 4 packs left, including this one. Unless I'm missing one. Sometimes my depth perception goes a little out of whack. Skittering. Yeah, no, I was right. So 3 counting this one. Before we'll be a quarter of the way through. Rise Up, Necria for a dragon. Okay, alright. You know what? It's not an awesome cold foil, but that is a second cold foil to go along with a rainbow foil legendary. Not a monster of a box, but we will take that. We got Combustion Point. And last pack here. Kyloria for a dragon. That's interesting. Unless I missed one, which I do not believe I did. No Majestic foil in that box. So let's just keep on trucking. I do love doing this though. I love opening this set so much. Everything in it is cool, regardless. It is just neat to see everything that comes out of it. I've been building a lot of like commoner or super basic Vincerica. Spellfire Cloak, so there is a first cold foil for this box. Another early one, so I kind of figure I'll see another. That would be nice to get something other than a common equipment. I've been building a lot of either common or blitz decks, or, alright, we got Fog Down for another Majestic. Common or blitz decks, or sometimes CC, a couple like common-ish CC decks, but a few with some Findall's Fighting Spirit and Invoke Uvia, two cool rares. There we go. There we go. I had not seen one of these in my entire opening journey. That is a marvel, and that is the marvel of one of our Majestic dragons. That is Invoke Tumulti. I could not be significantly more thrilled by that. Perfect. Outstanding. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Yep. That's a good way to go out. Regardless of what else happens now, that's a fantastic way to send off Uprising. It's finally seeing a Marvel Majestic Dragon. Alright, there's a Majestic Burn Them All. Talking about building those decks, though, before Tumulti, I can't even say rudely. He definitely just made his presence known. Necria again. Lava Vein. And I've made quite a few from Uprising, so having more commons here, I'll make what decks, commons and rares, I'll make what decks I can to kind of put, I've got a giveaway pile of boxes of decks, but also then just have whatever I can't make decks out of, I'll have more giveaway options. Fighting Spirit with a Majestic Freezing Point. And have plenty to hand off to folk to get started in their journey. Miragai. And nada. I'm kind of out of practice with these. That's disappointing. I am glad I chose to do this so I could be ready for the next set. Rise Up and Rise from the Ashes. We got another common equipment. In the rainbow foil, Heat Wave. I can't, I keep on glancing down at that Tumult. I am tickled. Like, other than the crown, which, that all you got? Is that all you got, Box? Come on, you can do even better than that, I think. You done good, but I think you can do better. One of the Marvel dragons and then a crown are definitely the things that I want to see the most. There's Vincerica again. There's Stoke the Flames, but that is not the extended version. That's still a cool looking card though. Like every time I see that one, especially in foil, I'm like, that's a really good looking card. The art for this game is just spectacular across the board, though. There's not much anybody can do to argue about that, I don't think. So what are y'all thinking coming into Dynasty? Especially if you've seen the supposed spoiler for what the... Okay, that all you got? Foil. So that's our first regular Majestic Rainbow foil from this case. The first box didn't have one. So what are you thinking? What are you thinking about all the new stuff? What are you thinking about the Assassin class? I don't know if I'll build an Assassin deck right off the bat just because I'm already kind of learning something new. There is the card Uprising itself, another Majestic. But, so I don't know if I'll build that right off the bat or not. It seems like something that I would super enjoy. It kind of reminds me of a deck I used to play for Star Wars Destiny. I mean, to a degree. Uvia, again. That I liked a lot, so I am kind of tempted, and who knows, I may change my mind and build it sooner than I think. It's got a lot of deck control and taking your opponent's cards away and doing all that kind of stuff. It just kind of looks like it'll be a pretty cool kind of deck, a little bit different than anything else the game has done so far. Necria and Rise, read the ripples. So yeah, what do y'all think about it? I think it looks really cool. I probably won't try it yet, but I look forward to trying it at some point. Got to figure out how to actually like play this game regularly, competently first. What do you think about the Emperor? It's a cool looking card, and I like the concept, but it seems like it might just be bad. Like that seems rough to say. It might just be another one of those sort of mimetic heroes. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that one. But yeah, how are you feeling about the set overall? I think everything popping up has looked awesome. There's Liquefy for another Majestic. Like, there are just so many cool things that have come out and come out and come out about it that I don't... I don't know that I think it can be considered bad by any stretch. Rare foil Findel's Fighting Spirit, that's a good one. As far as, you know, rares and foils go. Last pack of this box, and we'll be at the halfway point of this wrap up case, giving one more look to Uprising before largely moving on to Dynasty. I'm still, y'all probably just see me get a smirk every so often as I glance down, and, you know, people have seen tons of them on videos and stuff, I'm sure, but finally, Uvia and Spirit, finally! And that's probably the one that I wanted the most, too. That dragon just looks incredible, especially in this Marvel treatment. I don't know if I could be notably happier. That's definitely one of the things that I knew for sure I was lacking, wanting to see at least one of. And here we are. Sift, combustion point, and a foil combustion point right behind it. Oh, that is a garbage Majestic, but that is a Majestic and a Majestic foil right there with it. Not the best, but here we are. A Majestic and a Majestic foil nonetheless. That's not a very good card. Not a very sought after card. We can at least phrase it that way. We can be a little bit nicer to the card than that, I think. So yeah, I'd say we got us two cold foils in that box. Goodness. Sigil Necria and a rare Sift. Sorry, rare foil sift. Frightmare. Almost forget that's a Majestic, because it is yet another not great card. But there we go. Like, it's really creepy looking and kind of funny because of it. And it's one of those cards that I really want to be good, but its use is so narrow. Got a yellow Findel. Because of that, like, you have to already have Phantasm pop something you did that turn. So you got to do that, and then you've got to have the, ooh, that's always a good, gorgeous card. Thaw is absolutely one of my favorite pieces of art in this set. Like, that is just gorgeous. Love to see that every time. Frightmare. Like, it's got the potential to be pretty cool, but... And maybe the popper's already gone, so, like, the concept is you're kind of making up for the one that got popped, which is cool. That's fine. I just feel like it's tricky. Like, you've got to do that. You've got to have footsteps or something else to still give you Mirror Guy, to still give you that extra action point. Or it could be Chrome Eye that got popped also, I guess. Attack action card. So no, it can't even be a dragon. It has to be another attack. I guess the thing that I forget too is that it's a regular. It's not necessarily a draconic specific. All right, a second Majestic foil for this box. Uprising. The whole set's named after it. So that's kind of cool, actually. Got caught back up on the Majestic foils. So I suppose something like Prism and Blitz. All right, we got a Rewind Majestic. Could theoretically use it with something like, you know, Footsteps or something else that grants an extra action point to make up for having something get popped. But I don't know. I had theories about the card originally, and they just haven't panned out. I was quite wrong about ways that I hoped it would work. We got Kyloria. I notice I've seen 2 Majestic Rainbow foils this box, but I have not seen a cold foil at all yet. So I'm curious what surprises are in store. As long as the surprise isn't no cold foils, I will take what it wants to throw at me. Ooh, Double Strike. Majestic. We got Breaking Point. Still no cold foil. It's saving up though. It's saving up the cold foil. The cold foil is going to be Fabled. It's going to be the cold foil Blooded Drakai. I just know it. Asvali. I think that's the first time we've seen Asvali this entire opening. It's going to be cold foil Fabled. I can feel it. I can feel it. I mean, not in this, not in that pack. I didn't mean that. In the case, or in this box, I mean, we'll see it. It'll pop out. I just know it. I know it. I'm not so sure that's true anymore, but that's okay. We shall find out. We're having a good time closing out. Take the tempo. All right, there's another Majestic for us, as this box is kind of Winding down, looks like 4 packs left. Mounting Anger, Thamai, and a Dunebreaker. That's not the correct spot for you. Still no. Where are we going with this one? Because we have not had any sort of big hit this particular box at all. There's a Frost Hex Majestic. There's Quelling Sleeves for a rainbow foil equipment. So like no legendary of either sort and no cold foil at all in box number 3 with 2 packs left. Is this box a dud? Or does it have something to show us? Well, there is a cold foil. But it is a common cold foil. We're certainly racking those up this case. And we made up for it a bit, I suppose, too, by having that Majestic Marvel. We can't complain too much. And nothing else. So yeah, that box, we did get that, but that particular box from this case was definitely Dudley. Let's see if box 4, the final box of what is a farewell for now to Uprising, can make up and not leave Tumultai carrying all the weight. Not in pack 1. I just knocked a bunch of packs over, and I'm thankful they didn't wipe out my stacks too much in the process. Straighten those back up a touch. Sift, dampen, healing bomb. The first 2 packs have not been promising. Weathervane, there's a Rewind Majestic, Cinder Skin Devotion. Nada. But yeah, this has been such a fun set to open with all the marvels. The first set doing the cold foil and rainbow foil versions of the legendaries and the legendaries and fabled in the same product. So all those kind of extra chances, it feels like, to see the nifty stuff pop up, to get exciting cards to pop up rather than, I mean, there's a whole lot of playable stuff in here, especially for the new heroes. But that option to pick up really rare, really exciting, the marvels, the fableds, legendaries, all that stuff, just seems like it pops up more plentifully here, and that's just a great feeling opening this. We got Insidious Chill, and there's an Invoke Miragai, which I can never remember. I don't recall. There is at least one of the here. Well, actually, that's so cool looking. There's at least one of the rare dragons that I still needed, and I cannot remember if it's Miragai, Uvia. I say at least one. I think it may actually be 2. I might actually have needed that Miragai. I'm not positive. But hey, we got a solid cold foil that box. Let's see if we can get some more excitement. Red Findel's Fighting Spirit, which is a decent card in its own right, especially because it's got all versions of the Fighting Spirit have the when you attack or block, like the healing built in, which is kind of awesome. As Fly again, a rainbow foil sash. It's pretty cool just to have that. It's a Phantasm Popper at the yellow and red pitch. All right, saw it and hoped it was the extended, but that is still a foil Majestic. Happy to see it. So even though the first box didn't have one, we've gotten to at least 4 already. So the other boxes kind of made up for what it was lacking. The first one was lacking. There's another Frost Hex. I'm slinging some cards over here somewhere, and I'm not even sure where that came from, but that's okay. We got Invoke, we got Polar Cap. Nothing there. We're in the last half of this box already. Yeah. I was about to say, stuff might have gotten knocked into the wrong piles, but I think that is correct. Got Thamai again, which I still think looks cool. Just a nice little regal dragon. But yeah, the Findell's Fighting Spirit, giving you the heal. It's a strong attack. It's a generic. It's a popper. Just a pretty cool card with a lot of different uses and utility. Costs 2 to play it on the attack, which, I mean, 2 for 7 is pretty reasonable for the red. 2 for 6 on the yellow is, it's okay. Take the tempo for another Majestic. And then for 5 on the blue, it's kind of wasted, I feel like. Unless you're really, really, really banking on the healing for whatever reason. But it's a pretty interesting card, especially at those top 2. Just because it's another non-expensive, like, dollar cost to acquire the card. It is a cheap Frightmare. It is an inexpensive popper. But not that you don't have other ones too. Like, there are plenty of commons that give you the same ability, but to also have that healing option on either the attack or the defense, which gives it a little bit more flexibility too. Just about 4 packs left before the Uprising is over for now. There might be little batches of, hey, another foil Majestic, Toma Firebrand. That's actually cool to see. So that brings our total for the foil Majestics up to 5 for the case. I would love in the close here, I would say, I mean, obviously, Crown of Providence. I would love to see, not Semblance, one more legendary. Now, granted, the Invoke definitely falls in that same range, so I can't complain too much about that. Tell you the other card I haven't seen is the Icelander. But last pack, I'm not thinking it's going to have a legendary in there for me. What do you think? Maybe? Maybe? Not there. And not there. Well, I'm really glad I did one more before kind of moving into Dynasty for the last little bit. Uprising has been the thing for some time now. I'm just so excited to finally see one of these boogers. It looks so good. So we ended up with 7 total well, 6 cold foils and then a legendary with the Alluvian Constellas. But that carries some weight. So we got those for our big stuff. We got 5 Majestic foils, which one of them's combustion points, so it doesn't even really count. But the others are pretty good. How many non-foil Majestics did we end up with? That's always an interesting question. 26, so a little bit kind of above par there. And then the usual smattering of the rest. I'm glad I did this one last pass at it before Dynasty becomes the big thing in the land. That's kind of already happening with Worlds happening this weekend as I'm opening this, but just good to give it one pass before moving back along for a while. Y'all see me still open Welcome to Wraith and everything else on occasion. I'll be back to Uprising eventually at some point. But I wanted to do one more kind of last hurrah. And I'm glad I did. Grabbed this from local shop and really appreciate it. Was the last one, the last sealed case they had too, so like it was for them and for me the last little hurrah for Uprising. It was Need Now Toys, but it seems like I'm not sure if they're completely rebranding, but if you're ever in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, feel free to, I mean, reach out to me, ask me. I'll hit you up with the details on how to find them. And if I may be wrong on the rebranding, I apologize. I know that the ownership is changing hands, but staying in the same spot, keeping on with the same crew, all that jazz. So it'll be good times. So you know, if you're ever in the area looking for a place to play, have been looking for a place to play, didn't realize there was one in the area. There is one. So find out. Let's do it. Let's play. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know this one's a little bit longer, kind of out of practice doing the big full case Uprising opening, but it was good practice because I'm especially going to be a little bit slow with Dynasty coming out when I start cracking those as well. So I needed to kind of get back into the groove a bit. So I hope you don't feel like I took advantage of your time. I never want to do that. And I really appreciate your view and spending some of your day with me. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that jazz. Let me know what you think about the opening, about my Invoke Tumulti, the awesome Marvel, about the new set coming up, what you're looking forward to, what you loved about this one, what you'll miss, all of that. Just let me know. Again, I appreciate your time very much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.